Hi everyone, this is Dr. Catherine Kelly, and I am wanting to provide to you some tips for how to get through these holidays, particularly with the election energy and with any political speak that might be happening at Thanksgiving dinner tables or around family gatherings. And so I'm going to offer some unconventional advice as well as really remind you of some things that are so important in not only enjoying a good holiday, but basically maintaining your soul health. So first of all, if you have a reasonable and respectful family, the first thing I would do is set that rule that you are not talking about politics throughout this entire time that you're going to be spending with them, no matter whether it's a day, half a day, 7 days, whatever it might be. If you have a reasonable and respectful family, set that mission that basically politics are going to be off the table. You are not going to be bringing those to any of the holiday festivities, nor at the Thanksgiving Day dinner table. If you don't have a reasonable and respectful family, then you have the option to basically decide for yourself how much time you spend at that function, if at all. So, that might be a little unconventional for you to think about not spending time with friends and family at a Thanksgiving Day event because of the politics that might be discussed. But if you can set the rule and they don't follow it, well, then how is that going to affect you for your day? You're going to, number one, dread it all the way up to that time. You're going to be just waiting for the bomb to drop as far as when the conversation starts. And then it could ensue into something that's all the way up to ugly. And so you have to really think about, if you don't have a respectful and reasonable family, can you set some different boundaries this year so you can minimize that time you spend with them, or decide not to go to the event at all? Now that might sound unconventional, but I'm talking about soul health, and one of the things that I talk about with soul health is basically not enduring something that is going to misalign you, because basically to me, the whole thought of soul health is about aligning with spirit for radiant living, aligning with your soul for basically optimal health. But anytime we do something out of guilt, or anytime we do something to endure, we are misaligning. We are getting ourselves off track, which means that it takes a toll on our soul's health. So when I say set a different boundary this year, it might mean that you minimize that time that you spend, or you don't attend at all, if that is going to be what basically aligns you with your soul for radiant living. Now, might that disrupt some things? Yeah, but maybe that will help other people understand that if you set that rule and they're not going to abide by it, that basically you are going to choose something different because you are not going to endure anything. Again, that might sound very unconventional, but at the same time, and untraditional, but at the same time, it is so important to basically respect and honor what your soul needs, what your whole beingness needs at a time like the holidays, because you don't want to dread them, you don't want to endure them, and you don't want to come out of holidays feeling spent and resentful even. So consider, again, setting a rule that you're not going to talk about it, and if that's not going to be abided by, well, then you have the choice to basically minimize time or not go at all. The second thing I want to throw out there is regardless of the political discussions that may happen, or other difficult discussions that might happen, make sure that you take care of yourself during a holiday season. In particular, if you know you're going to be running around for a day, going to different events, make sure you intentionally build in time that evening or the next day that is just for restoration and self-care. And that will help you basically restore much more quickly, so that the holidays don't take the toll that they need to, or that they often do, and so that you can do what you need to do to take care of yourself and your soul and enjoy your holidays much more. So number one, set those boundaries as needed. Number two, basically intentionally create that time for you to restore yourself, do something fun, do something completely relaxing, have a pajama day, do whatever it is that you might need to do. But make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your soul during this holiday season. Thank you. I hope that's helpful for you. Hope it gives you some permission to do some things that you wouldn't normally do. And I hope you have a fabulous Thanksgiving.